Hi, this is Claire for Bearydo Paperie, and today I'm making this video so that I can show you some of the items from my shop. I thought it'd be just nice to be able to see it on camera, so then that might give you a better idea of the products in my shop. So first I'm going to show you some ribbons that I dyed recently and what the names are. So the first one we have right here, this one is called Faded Leather, and it's the darkest brown I have to offer in my shop. So it's got a dark brown in the middle and then tints of really dark brown on the edge. This brown is called Chocolate Milk because I love chocolate milk and this reminds me of the color. So this is the lighter brown that I have to offer. So these look smaller just because I don't have as much ribbon here. I just decided to make a small batch for some reason. So this is Bluebell, and it's a very light blue. This is actually a little bit bluer than it usually is, but this is a little bit bluer than I usually like it, but due to hand dyeing everything, each batch is going to be a little bit different. So the other blue is called Little Boy Blue. I don't know, that just came to mind when I was dyeing this ribbon, and this is a darker ribbon. And this is also the same size, same yardage as this is. This is Party Pink, and it's just a really fun pink. I think it's the darkest one I have to offer in the shop for right now. So I do have other colors in the shop, but I don't have them in their little bundles because I already taken them out, so I can play around with them. So I'm going to bring those out. This yellow is called Drop of Sunshine. You can see I've already tied it for this card. And it's really like a golden yellow. So this is Vintage Pink. And I found that this pink really goes well with a lot of papers, tons of papers. But it's just in my opinion. So I have used this on a lot of cards recently. So this is a light pink with some hints of darker pink. Now it's a ribbon that I don't have on cards. This is New Leaf, and it's kind of a light lime green, but I don't know, green's my favorite color, so seeing this ribbon just makes me happy. What do we have here? This is, let me see, oh, bubblegum, sorry. And this is a really fun light pink, so I don't know, I haven't used this yet. And then there's just the white ribbon right here. I was tying a bow, which is just for you, those of you who haven't used seam binding yet, when you tie a bow, the bow itself will be crinkly, but around the back of the card, let me show you right here. Alright, nope. Well, I guess the back of the card will get straightened out like this, but if you decide you don't like it and later you want to try it on a different card, then you just spritz it with water, crumple it up, and let it dry. You could do heat gun or let it air dry, but I prefer to let it air dry because the heat gun seems to make it not as stiff. Also, if the ribbon you get, if you think it's too stiff, you can just kind of run it through your fingers a bit and that'll loosen it up. And if it's not stiff enough, like I said, just add water, crunch it up, and let it dry. You can also iron these ribbons and get a flat look. It'll still have some crinkles in it. Here, I'm going to show you. This is a card I'm working on, and I've ironed out vintage rose. See, as you can tell, these pinks aren't quite the same. That's just, each dye lot is a bit different. But pictures I have just to give you a general idea. Now some ribbon that I do not have very much left of, so I'll be offering my shop for a little bit, but I'm not going to bother adding pictures, is just gold. And this is like a Steelers kind of gold, not quite so yellow, but very goldish. And it's really nice for Christmas projects. So I'm running out of the dye for that, and I'm not restocking on it, so that's why it's going to be limited edition or whatever. So some other things I have in my shop are string, and this may seem kind of a dumb thing to get, but or put up in the shop, but I haven't found anything else like this. You know, twine has a different feel than this, and it also has, most of the time, the strands are not just white. So I really like this. I'm going to show you the card that I was on. Right here I used it. And you can also pull apart the strands and get really skinny strands that I used on a card recently. I think it's my second banner card. Oh, this card also uses a vintage die cut. So I just like to stick those die cuts in randomly on cards. And one last thing I'm going to show you are the gold doves. These are one-sided, as you can see. I have doves going in different directions. And I could have distressed them for you, but I wanted to leave that up to you if you wanted them to be more vintagey or just leave them like they are. If you want them more vintagey, like, I like to scratch the edge and kind of, like, you know, rumple it up a bit, but I like to scratch it and kind of distress it, and that gets it a more vintagey look. So those are some of the things I have in my shop, and if you have any questions, just send me an email and I'll try to answer your questions. And thanks for watching. Bye.